Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hang on. I got to get this situated here. My table's a little bit of a mess. There we go. Okay. What's up, y'all? So I've been making it a stronger point to get on here on the weekends. Probably got a busy day ahead of me today. Just want to pop on and say what's up. Let's see. Right now it's currently 6:58 a.m. Las Vegas time. I plan to get a bunch of work done today. What y'all up to? Let's get a couple of you up in here. Oh, I can't even read your name. Oh, Michaela. Oh, okay. Mr. Floyd's in there. What's up, y'all? How you doing? What's good with you guys? Trying me a new energy drink. I've never had this one before. G Fuel watermelon limeade. Pretty damn bomb, be honest with you though. Pretty bomb. Anyway, y'all probably don't care about that. What are y'all up to? What are y'all up to? Housework day. That's good though. That's good. That is good. I tell you what though, man. Sometimes we gotta change the way we look at shit like that though. Sometimes we gotta like change the way we talk about it to ourselves. You know, like today I get to do housework today. You know, just a little shit. The way we talk to ourselves. I get to do a bunch of work today. I do. I get to. I choose to. I'm my boss. I could take the day off and like, nah, I'm not doing nothing. I'm being lazy today. I don't want to do that though. I don't know. I got moon and rising in Virgo though, so yeah. I'm not gonna take me no lazy days. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you. Yes, new beginnings. Oh, yeah, me too. I tell you what, me too. Got them new beginnings coming. Man, I wish I could talk about it. I mean, I probably could. I would just rather not. I would rather not talk about some of the things that I got coming up, especially for my career. Man, I'm gonna tell you what though, I've been so busy. Like I said, I have 4 things that I'm doing with my career this year. 4 things. 2 of them are huge. 2 of them are small. Now, when I say small, I don't know what it's going to turn into. One of the smallest little things that Leah and I are both doing and building together, I should have had done 2 weeks ago. You know, and I'm almost done. That might be what I do today. Honestly, I might finish that up. I just have a couple more videos that I need to film for this project, and then it should be up and launched and ready to go. And Leah is building everything and putting it all together. So, you know, but yeah, I have 2 big things that I'm doing. And those are the things that are making me the most nervous, the most scared, you know? So anyway, that's good though. I'm glad to be back in that place of being kind of nervous because that's how you know you're growing. That's how you know you're evolving. The minute, like whatever this is, okay, so here's the goal. Doing something that scares you, makes you uncomfortable, freaked out and nervous, you keep doing it until it's comfortable. That's how you know you've made a level up. It's one thing to just get up on that level, but it's all scary and weird and nerve-wracking. And then the next thing you know, after 6 months to a year, it's no longer uncomfortable. That's how you know it's been wired into your brain. You've wired new connections into your brain. Now you are a different person when it's no longer uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, man, I tell you what, I always went to the gym sick anyway. I always did. Probably not smart. Probably not smart. And back when I was working with I'm trying to remember because y'all remember I used to have a trainer and you just kind of got to listen to your body. Kind of got to listen to your body. I've always been that type though that I was always real stubborn. Even when I worked day jobs, I would always go to work sick. I wouldn't like to call in or like I would always work no matter what, unless it was like some kind of stomach flu. If I had like a stomach bug and I got stuff flying out both ends, then that's the only thing that'll put me down. But anything other than that, I would always just push through it. I don't know how smart that is. I don't know because it's your body going through a detox process. That's what getting sick is your body detoxing shit that's not supposed to be in it. Anyway, though. Anyway, yeah, keep it going though. Oh, I tell you what, though. I tell you what. Now, this is if you're on a fitness journey and something happens, knocks you down like that, that's a normal part of the process. Now, getting back up and getting back in the routine, that's hard. That's hard. I've noticed, like when I was on my fitness journey, when I first started, like the first year, like say me and Leah was to go out of town or something like that. And I would break the routine for just 1 week of breaking the routine. Getting back in routine seemed like it was twice as hard. Because then you see, because what you got to get, your body has to understand this is what we do now. And it has to become natural to the body. And see, the body is going to be fighting you, the subconscious mind. Is going to be fighting to pull you back into that old routine. So once you fall back into the old routine, then the mind is like, yes, we're comfortable now, finally. And then it's really hard to get back up. To me, that was always the hardest. That was always so hard. I would go in the gym after missing 3 days, 4 days a week, something like that. And I would struggle so fucking bad. But I would just keep going. After a while, trust me, after a while, it's not that it gets easier. It's just that you get better and you become more accustomed to it. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Anyway, though, I might go to the gym today too, maybe. Weekends are those days for me, like Monday through Friday, period. I go Monday through Friday. Sometimes on the weekends, though, I'll just see how it feels. I don't know. I might, because it gets to the point to where it gives you that energy boost. It didn't do that to me for the first year. Used to, it would knock my energy down and I couldn't function after I went to the gym. Now it's the opposite. So anyway, though. Yeah, we've been looking at houses here lately. We've been looking at houses and stuff. We still aren't 1,000% sure, but we are kind of getting the area. We're getting the area. It's she wants to be as close to her mom as possible. Her mom, Leah's mom, lives in Rancho Santa Margarita, and we want to try to make it within that vicinity in that area. So beautiful houses too, man. But I'm like, fuck it. You know what? I'm ready for it. Let's get this little change of scenery going. Let's do it. Every sign, synchronicity from the universe is pushing us in that direction. Oh, here's another crazy thing too. Y'all remember, I think I told y'all, we got a really, really good, close relationship with our dentist, as weird as that is. Like she's given me so many discounts. I would come up in the dentist office giving fucking tarot readings to all the people in the dentist office, and I would get these crazy discounts. I got all this dental work done for a really, really, really good deal because I would always just read tarot. Like, dude, check this out. She even she reconfigured her whole practice based off my reading. Yeah, she's like, can you give me a reading and this and that? And she's like, should I hire more people? Should I do this? Should I do that? And I don't remember exactly what it said, but I was like, essentially, basically, yeah, you know. So, like, I give her the reading, I give her the advice on what she should do with her dentist's office. I come back for another visit like 3 months later, everything has changed. Everything. Like, she done hired, I think, like a dental hygienist. If I remember correctly, there's all these other people working under her. She got all this help and stuff. And she came up, she goes, "Thank you so much. I needed to hear that." And I'm like, "You did all this because of the reading I gave you?" It's a little bit weird. She's like, "Yes, it helped so much. That advice was so great. Everything is running so smooth now. I'm not that stressed anymore." And I'm like, "Oh shit." Anyway, that I'm trailing off. The point I'm getting at is, like, I was thinking, damn man, removing. So that's one thing that we're not going to have anymore is that cool ass dentist. And so when I told her we're moving to Orange County and told her like the area that we're trying to move to, she goes, "Oh, one of my colleagues is right there." And she goes, "I'll hit him up and let him know that you're coming. And if you still want me to do something, sometimes I fly up there on the weekends and work with him." And I'm like, if that ain't the universe lining everything up, I don't know what is. I don't even know what is. Like everything, like I said, it's been this big battle between ego and intuition. My ego me does not want to go to California. Does not. There's lots of different reasons. That's a totally different topic for a completely different video. But I've always had this little intuitive voice in the back of my mind saying, one of these days, you're going to end up in Cali. I'm like, I don't want to go to fucking Cali, man. No, I don't want to do that. Now here it is. So it's like every little, and again, like the things I'm doing with my career are pushing me in that direction. One of the, let me see if I can give you a hint. See if I can give you a hint. One of the things that I'm doing with my career, I felt a calling and I decided to pursue it. And one of the other things, though, I didn't pursue. I was picked and selected for something. I'll just tell you that much. I was picked and selected for something big. And how much can I say? I was picked and selected amongst a group of other tarot card readers for something big. And they picked me. They picked me. So I don't know if I don't know if because I don't watch tarot card readers, so I don't know if anybody else has talked about this or if you've heard anything about this. But if you have heard maybe any tarot card readers talk about this, then maybe if you already know what it is. But yeah, so and it's got me nervous and it's got me scared. So anyway, every little sign, synchronicity, and basically the universe is screaming, "I need you in California." And I'm like, okay, all righty. So anyway, I guess the reason I'm talking about this is, see, people come to me for readings all the time and they're scared. They're terrified to do what it is that needs to be done. They're so scared. They're so nervous. That's normal. Matter of fact, a client came to me a week ago, 2 weeks ago, asking me, how do I become motivated and confident? And I'm like, I got bad news for you. That comes last. That comes last. So many people are sitting, waiting to feel confident and motivated to do something big. Because I guess, I don't know where we get the idea that you have to be motivated and confident first. But no, the motivation and the confidence comes last. The first thing you have to do is get out of your comfort zone and go do something that scares the shit out of you. That's the first thing you have to do. So just letting y'all know, if anybody's sitting out there wondering, scared, they feel like they need to do something big, but they're not confident, they're not motivated, I'm right there with you. It's normal. I'm fucking scared as shit. I'm scared as shit. That's normal. It's part of the path, part of the routine. It's the way it goes. Will you stumble? Yes, you will. Pick your ass back up, keep going. You stumble again, pick your ass back up, keep going. Stumble again, pick your ass back up, keep going. Eventually, bam, I got it. I'm comfortable now. See what I'm saying? That's the reason why I talk about these things. I normally don't talk about stuff like this. Like, this is normally stuff that I kind of keep to myself, but I just know that there's lots and lots and lots of people out there whose potential is going to waste because they're scared. And I'm like, dude, you're supposed to be scared. You're supposed to be. That's the whole point of the whole thing. You're scared for a little bit, and then it goes away. And then what do? You push the boundaries of your comfort zone a little bit more and stay there, and it goes away. You got to lean into that fear and that anxiety and that nervousness. And you got to stay there willingly, because that part of you, if that part of your mind that's trying to pull you back to your comfort zone knows that you'll give into it, you'll lose every time. You have to let that part of your mind know, no, the higher, I'm the one in control, not the lower part of me, the higher part of me. I'm the one in control. I don't care how scary it feels. I don't care how bad it hurts or how nerve-wracking it is. I'm in control. And once that understands that, shit, ain't nobody stopping you from doing nothing, dude. Telling you. Scared about switching jobs? Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things. See, now here's another thing. Let me give you another little piece of advice about that, like switching jobs, for example. So let's say you switch jobs and you end up not liking it, or you end up regretting it, or something bad ends up happening. Okay, this is a perfect example of don't judge the situation yet. Not yet. I believe it's all of the time, but most of the time, you're not going to know why you were called to do something until way later on down the line, looking back. So say you switch jobs and then something bad happens. The first thing most people normally think is, oh, I knew I shouldn't have done that. And they judge the situation right there. But then that puts you on a path way later on down the line for something even better to happen a year, 2 years down the line. And they never look back and they never say, oh, now that makes sense. Give things a chance to play out. We're so quick to want to judge everything, and that's our ego. So quick. Most of the time, I promise you, the majority of your life is not going to make sense until later. What you went through, like when you're in your 30s, that's when you're going to understand what you went through in your 20s. When you're in your 40s, that's when you're going to understand why you went through what you went through in your 30s. See what I'm saying? Does this make sense? Always remember, again, hindsight is 20/20. The universe is not a dumbass. There's not a grain of sand out of place in this universe. And do the best you can to refrain from judging what's happening right now. So, yeah, that takes bravery to do stuff like that. And that's another thing that I explain to people too. Being brave doesn't mean feeling confident, motivated. That's not being brave. If you feel confident and motivated, what's brave about that? If it feels good, being brave is being scared as shit, but doing it anyway. That's bravery. See what I'm saying? Yup. I don't know. I'm the type of person though, dude. My biggest fear, I was talking about this the other night on a live. My biggest fear is like getting to the end of my life, my deathbed, and looking back with regrets for shit that I didn't do. I don't want to be 90 years old laying there in hospice, hoping that I live that long, being a 90-year-old man laying there in hospice care, knowing that shit, it's wrapping up, come to an end, looking back, being like, damn, I wish I would have tried that. I wish I would have tried that. Even if it failed, I wish I would have at least tried. I don't want to. That's my biggest fear, dude. That's my biggest fear. I don't want to, I don't want to get to the end of my life and feel like there was so many stones left unturned that I was too scared to even try. I don't want to do that. I think that the pain and discomfort that would come along with trying something and failing, yeah, that's going to be uncomfortable. It's probably going to be embarrassing. It's going to make you feel stupid. But I think the pain of regret of not trying would be even greater than the embarrassment of failing. See what I'm saying? So this is where you got to pick and choose. It's like you have three paths ahead of you. There's one path where you try it and it works out and it's successful. There's another path where you try and you fail and you look like a dumbass. And then there's another path where you get to the end of your life, you look back regretting that you never tried. Which one's, worse? I think the worst one would be the regret. That'd be the worst one for me. That would be the worst one. Yeah, I mean, I think you get to pick and choose whatever you want when you reincarnate. I mean, the way I look at it, it's like, okay, here's the experiences that I want to have. This is what I want to have happen. This is what kind of person I want to become. Here's the lessons that I want to learn. Here's the things that I want to experience. And then based on everything that you plan up as far as that goes, the astrological energies align based on that. Like, oh, okay, so you want to go and you want to do this and you want to experience this and you want to feel this way about it. And oh, okay, well, all right. So it would be best to give you an Aries moon and a Scorpio sun. That's the way I like to look at it. It's kind of like if you're designing a car. Okay, what kind of car do you want to design? Well, I want to design a vehicle that's small, but can still fit a whole family in it. Maybe something that you could probably take off road if you wanted, but fuel efficient at the same time. Oh, okay. Well, these are the types. This is the design you need. You're going to need, all-wheel drive, maybe a little 4-cylinder engine with a turbo, stuff like that. I kind of look at like your astrological energies the same as you say, okay, well, this is who I want to become, and here's the lessons that I want to learn. Oh, okay. So you're going to need a Virgo sun with, and everything lines up based on that. Does that make sense? That's the way I look at it. Maybe that's just what happened when I incarnated. I don't know. I'm sure that you could easily like say, oh, okay, well, I want to be, I don't know, a Gemini. You could pick it if you wanted. That's the thing. I don't think there's a big one size fits all for any being here. That's one thing that I noticed that keeps the spiritual community kind of divided, is that it seems like everybody in the spiritual community is trying to like put one blanket over every person that's in this earth game. And I just don't believe it's that simple. I'm pretty sure that every single being is here playing a different game to experience something different, doing something different. Does that make sense? That's what I believe. Like karma. Karma. No, karma means what goes around comes around. No, what karma means is you're paying off a debt. That's why I say the only blanket I can throw over karma is unresolved, unfinished business from a previous lifetime. That's the only way you can throw a blanket over that, because that covers so many different things. That covers what goes around comes around. I did something to you and didn't think or care about how bad that would hurt you. So Oh, now I got to come back and experience that again because now there's unfinished business between the two of us. That could cover we had a soul contract that we fucked up. That could cover so many different things. I do the best that I can when I'm trying to help educate people in regards to spirituality, energy, the nature of spirituality, and this matrix. You want to try to make it as inclusive as possible because everybody's trying to narrow it down and make it too specific and descriptive, and it's hard not to. It's hard not to. Like me, for example, I'm not a long-term karmic human. I'm not. I'm just not. So if I'm giving a being some advice, especially if they're dealing with a karmic situation, my advice is cut that karmic tie and step away from that connection. But what if that's not, what if your higher self is just dead set on figuring this little karmic situation out? That's you and that's your path. Does it make sense? This is where it gets really slippery. Really slippery. Anyway, though. Anywho. Actually, though, you know what? I might not have any readings today. I don't know. Unless she has to go print something else out. I don't have any readings for today up there in my thing. I might be able to get a bunch of shit done today. We might be able to launch one of the little projects that I'm working on. Can't wait for that. That's going to be cool. That's going to be cool, man. Anyway, though. Anyway. No, I mean, again, hang on. Let me catch this comment up here. Somebody said, if I'm sun sign 29 degrees Scorpio, will I reincarnate as a Sag next round? That's another thing, like what I was just talking about. If that's the way you chose to come here and play that game, then yes. But does every single being have to come here and go through all the zodiac signs? No. That's one ways of playing the human game. Like this is one of those things where there's a couple of very small sets of rules, universal laws. The universal law of vibration, the universal law of attraction, and little energetic laws like that basically determine the functionality of everything in here. But other than that, all you really need to really learn is the laws of energy. And then you get to come in here and play whatever damn game you want. That's the only thing that really works pretty much universally the same for everybody here is the little energetic laws. The way energy behaves in this dimension. That's really it. Once you learn the laws of energy and you learn to take conscious control of your own energy, you can play whatever damn game you want, however you want. See what I'm saying? That's the cool part about it. That's why one of my biggest assignments here in this lifetime is teaching that. Just simply learning how to take control of your energy, learning what your energy is, how to identify it, how to control it, so that once you start to understand, oh, I see how this works. Oh, I get how this works. And then you start taking conscious control and playing with it to make things happen in your life. Bam, you're off and running. You're off and running. Now you can play whatever game you want, however you want, and you can't be manipulated. Not very easily, at least. Not very easily. We don't want to underestimate the dark forces out there. They're very manipulative and they're very sick. But let's just say once you get conscious control of your energy, it makes it much harder to manipulate you. Much harder. Much, much harder. Because basically, oh man, I would have to go deep down a rabbit hole for that one. But basically, you take control of your own head. You don't allow anybody else in your head. Basically, that's what everybody's trying to do. They're trying to get in your head. Trying to get in your head. Anyway, no, we only did the manifestation group for a month. We only did that for a month. That was a little kind of like a little beta testing thing, because we are eventually working towards some sort of whole big platform, So we've been talking for like the last year on how to get something like that going. So we went ahead and just threw that group manifestation group call thing as a beta testing thing so that we can get in there and dip our toes in the water and just see how it all functions and how it all works and whatnot. We did it for a month. And then that's when we went ahead and branched off and started working on this other project. And we learned a lot, and we're getting some real good ideas as far as the manifestation group calls. That turned out to be way better than I thought it would. That's another thing I was scared to death to do. But with all the things that I'm doing, branching out with my career, there's lots of things that I have to learn. Lots of things that I have to learn, new things that I have to do. So that was cool. And man, I've heard some of the most amazing testimonials. Amazing. I know it's easy for me to talk about what I believe my mission is here, as a volunteer and what my job is in this day and age. But when you hear the people tell you, like, that hits different. When I have all these people telling me the amazing things that they've accomplished in their life, and over the course of the past year, 2 years, when I got all these people telling me stories of how their life has totally transformed just because of the little advice that I put in my tarot card videos, I'm like, damn, it's scary. That's scary, dude. That's scary because it doesn't really feel like I'm talking to people. I'm sitting here right now in my studio talking to a MacBook or a MacBook Air is what I'm doing. And it's just sometimes it's so crazy to think that there are actually humans listening to me and like taking my advice out into their life. That's scary, dude. It's nerve wracking. I can't think about it too hard. Scary as shit. I'm like, oh my God. But it's like it's a good thing at the same time. But when you realize that that's the position you're in, like, it puts this weight on your shoulders, and it like you have this responsibility that's like, holy shit. Oh my God. That's why, like, I don't know. I take my job very seriously, It's a lot. It really is a lot. I do, at least. I don't know about anybody else out there. I don't know. I mean, I've seen, how am I going to say this? I've witnessed enough evidence in the YouTube spiritual community to know that there are plenty of readers out there who don't give two diddly shits about you at all. They don't. They don't give a fuck. As long as they're, making a lot of money and they're popular and they got a bunch of subscribers and this and that. It's all about their image and that's all they give a fuck. I've seen plenty of that evidence out there. I don't know, man. I don't see how somebody can be like that. It's probably because they don't really genuinely realize that how they're actually affecting people. It's so easy to just get locked in your own little bubble world of whatever it is that you're doing and not really pay attention to the effect that you're actually having out there. It's crazy that, you can have that kind of an effect. And it branches way outside of the YouTube spiritual community, just period. On the internet, there are so many people out there who don't give two diddly shits how they're affecting you. They don't give a damn. That don't mean nothing to them. All they care about is their own image, their own popularity, their own money. That's all they give a damn about. That's the only thing. And do they even know that they're affecting people out there? I may be giving them the benefit of the doubt, but I kind of feel like some of them don't realize it. Either that or they just don't care. Like, are you giving advice that you really think would help somebody? Like genuine advice? Have you thought about this? Have you? I don't know, man. It'll just drive you nuts thinking too hard about it, you know? It'll drive you nuts thinking too hard about it. Anyway, though, I am babbling. This damn energy drink, dude, this got me babbling this morning. I'm zooted and tooted. Let's see how much we got. Been on here 35 minutes. Okay. Oh, what time is it now? 7:33. Okay. Might stay on for about another 10, 15 minutes, something like that. I try to at least do this once a weekend. I try. Oh, yeah. Pisces season. Okay. That makes sense. And are we still in a period of no planetary retrogrades? I'm pretty sure that ever since we came out of that last Mercury retrograde, now until April, right when we move. It's crazy, dude. Right when we're scheduled to move is the next Mercury retrograde. Isn't that fucking nuts? So it's like, well, should we not do it? Is what we talked about. And I was like, no, I don't think it's that. You don't want to make a big plan. You don't want to plan something during a Mercury retrograde. So we're getting all the planning and the preparation in place during a period, of no planetary retrogrades. And then who knows though, right as soon as it comes down time to do it, we're going to be driving to California, have a fucking flat tire or some shit like that, Anyway, though. Stuff coming out of post shadow. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right on. Man, the energies have been feeling awful weird here lately. The past 2 or 3 days, I've been feeling funny. Even this morning, like I had some strange dreams last night. Woke up this morning feeling funny, feeling weird, dude, Got to remind, and every time I think back, and I've been seeing posts on social media for the past couple of weeks. Of course, you see that kind of shit all the time. You never really know who to pay attention to, who to listen to. But I have been seeing lots of people lately talking about crazy energetic shifts happening right now, which I'm like, well, if all planets are direct, then what's causing this? Is it the moon phases or some shit? I don't even know. Ooh, I dropped the Wheel of Fortune on the floor. Yay, good things are happening, man. That was the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune. Good card, man. Good card. Been seeing 1111 a lot here lately, too. See, like that calmed down for a while. But I've always noticed. And like I said, I noticed that I see that number when I start getting unsure. Once I'm comfortable and flowing and everything's cool and I'm in a good spot in life, the numbers go away. And I just rarely ever see them. But then whenever I start getting nervous and anxious, start getting like, oh shit, what if this happens? What if that happens? And I start getting freaked out. That's when I'll start seeing 1111 at least twice a day, I don't know what that means to anybody else, but for me, that means keep doing what you're doing. I don't care what it looks like is happening. Don't pay attention to the noise out here. Don't pay attention to what's happening out here. Stay on your path. Keep doing what you're doing. Because that's what I would do. Like I would look up, what does 1111 mean? And everybody always wants to look up this one meaning. And then I heard, what's that one dude's name? John something. He's cool as hell. The Share Tanzania guy. You remember him? He talked about the Jim Carrey and the sacred secretion. What the hell is his name? John St. Julian. John St. Julian. Y'all know him? He's the dude that he has that he built like this village in Tanzania. He's like dedicated his life to like building this whole community in Tanzania to like save all the children who are like starving or homeless or whatever the case may be. Got that long hair and shit. Anyway, though, he put up a video, and this was back in like 2017. In his video, he was saying, long story short, I'm paraphrasing this, but it's different for everybody. You have to figure out what spirit is saying to you. It's not going to be the same for you as it is for this person. And I was like, oh, okay. So for the next few months, I had this little thing that I would do where whenever I would see a number, I would stop. Okay, what just happened? What am I thinking about? What's about to happen? Okay, note that, write that down. Next time I see the number, stop. Okay, what just happened? What am I thinking about right now? What's about to happen? And I would do that. I did that for like 2 or 3 months. 2 or 3 months. And there was a bunch of different numbers, but I remember 1111 specifically. What I ended up concluding is I'm shown 1111 when I start getting scared, nervous, and I'm unsure. That's universe's way of telling me, keep doing what you're doing. Even if something scary happens, don't change what you're doing. Don't react to what's happening out here. Don't pay attention to what anybody says, what anybody does. Stay on the path. Keep doing what you're doing. That's what 1111 means to me. So, been seeing that a lot here lately. Been seeing that a lot. I should probably wear my 1111 hat that I got from Case. Any of y'all got reconnected yet? Any of y'all got reconnected? I would recommend it highly. If you feel called to it, I would highly recommend a reconnection. That has completely changed my life, dude. Completely. And that's the thing too. I don't know why I felt called to that. Maybe one of these days I'll make that a part of my career, maybe. But I just really don't feel called to make that a part of my career. Not like Case. Like he pretty much knew immediately. He picked up the book, The Reconnection, and his hand started buzzing. And he knew immediately, this is what I'm supposed to do. So he fell right into that. I really don't feel called to do that. I really don't. I don't. It would be cool as hell, though. I would love to do that. Be a reconnective healing practitioner. I would love to do that. At least on the side. Reconnect people and shit. Just, at least for now, I don't feel that calling. I don't feel like I'm being pushed in that direction. Not getting any signs and synchronicities or nothing feels like I'm being pointed in that direction. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, I could try it. I guess if it started bugging me enough, I could knock on that door and see if it'll open, but I don't know. I highly doubt that it will. I could be wrong. But that would be cool though, dude. That would be cool. Anyway, though, it's probably about time for me to get on out of here. About time for me to hop on out of here. Let's see. Hang on a second. Yeah, I don't have anything printed out for today. I could be wrong, especially if a same day came in yesterday. She might not print that out. I don't know. I don't think one did. I don't think so. But so I might thinking about a couple of cool all signs videos to read. I got a couple of good ideas for that. I know I haven't done the weekend or the weekly forecast in a little bit because, everything else on the outside, it's a lot. It's a lot. Structuring all this shit, balancing that with, having a family, being a family man and being a career YouTube tarot card reader. That's a lot to juggle and, live a life and raise my kids and all that stuff. So when I say life got in the way, that's what I mean. I'm just on the other side of the screen here. I'm just a other normal old regular everyday dude with a wife and kids and whatnot, and trying to give my kids a normal as normal of a fucking childhood and whatnot as I can. So it's been very difficult for me to get some of the videos out that I wanted to get out by now. But I have a couple of cool ideas for some all signs videos that I would like to try to see if I can get them all done this weekend. And hopefully, uh, this weekend at some point, I'll have my little project up and running. I'll let you all know about that. Anyway, though, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks again for tuning in and listening to me blab and run my mouth. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day.